That ass.
All season ended after what did he do? He messed up his wrist,
Yeah.
a wrist injury. Just as a basketball fan, I'm a Knicks fan, but as a basketball fan, that was just really sad. Like when players like him come to the league who just like are stars the minute they get on the court before they even completely figure it out, just their games is like so
So
people drawn to it and
gravitational.
the whole team is wants to play with him because it's so fun to play with him. Is and especially a city like Charlotte that needs something like that. It sucks to see it happen. But and he was the head, so he was clearly the heads on rookie of the year favorite. He, as we were told today, he won rookie of the month and he had barely played at all this last month. So, do you still think that he will be rookie of the year? And if not, who is your dark horse to take his job?
I think he should still be rookie of the year. If no rookie is stepping up to that level, but Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton seem to be duking this one. Anthony Edwards and Halliburton seem to be duking this one out. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you like Anthony Edwards over the past month since
That dunk.
Yeah.
that dunk and Malik Beasley got suspended. He kind of got more comfortable in his role, and then Halliburton is still, being that second guard next to Fox, comfortable in his role, winning games in
Yeah.
clutch time. So it's like I think it's between them two if Lamelo's not in the picture anymore.
Yeah, I agree with that. Without LaMelo, who was the head-on favorite, I feel it comes down like clearly Halliburton or Anthony Edwards, and I feel like it comes down to either the steady production from Halliburton or do you want highlight reels from Anthony Edwards? It depends on your preference and what you look for in basketball. But for me, I feel like it should be the Kings. I feel like the Timberwolves are too much in like NBA purgatory.
But that never really matters with rookie of the year. Like your
That's
team
true.
could still be terrible and win rookie of the year.
That's true, but because most of the number one draft picks,
Come to shitty teams.
yeah.
You're right.
So I get that, but I feel like it's Tyrese Halliburton because he has the more upside to me at this point.
Oh,
Then Anthony Edwards more upside. I think that Halliburton has a higher floor. Like at his very worst, he's going to be a good NBA player. Anthony Edwards at his very worst could be out the NBA, but at his very best could be a Hall of Famer. He has like that kind of like distance between like his floor and his ceiling.
I'm gonna say this about Ant. You play fantasy. This man, I have Halliburton on my team. He's been wanting him forever. So I think he's been seeing it since what USC. That's what he played.
Nah, he went to some mid-major, not mid-major, but no, it wasn't USC.
It looked like the USC colors, but
Yeah.
Ant.
Beyond the jump shot form, I feel like the intangibles he brings in terms of vision and IQ is something you have to value that as a rookie coming in.
That's true.
Like there's certain aspects of the game that rookies take 2-3 years to work and
For
figure
sure.
out. And people get caught up on the form, but he makes the shit. So niggas didn't knock Sean Marion. Don't knock Tyrese Halliburton. So
I don't think it's really much his jump shot. I just think he's not that athletic, and I think that kind of leaves like a base level you could get to sometimes. Andy Edwards has all like the physical tools you want. Like if you put them together, you would have the perfect basketball player. If you just took like Andy Edwards' raw ability and Halliburton's like high basketball IQ, you would have a perfect player. I think that Anthony Edwards is going to have more impressive games. Like he'll have like a 35-point game where he has 10 rebounds and 5 assists. And Halliburton will never have that this season.
But Halliburton will have like 20 and 10.
He will be solid all season.
his
You
stat
know,
line will be more filled out.
there won't be as much peaks and valleys in his.
I feel like with Anthony Edwards, his game is mainly like
Scoring.
scoring. No, athleticism. I wouldn't even say scoring. I feel like it's mainly predominantly on his athleticism. And in his prime, when he hits his athletic, physical prime, like 25 to 30, that's going to be scary. But intangibles is something that you can't really, that's timeless at the end of the day.
Andy Edwards, though, he's one of those guys that he's talented, but if his basketball IQ don't catch up to his talent, he's gonna be one of those dudes that we always look at like he never really put it together.
I'm gonna be fair. I watched him 3 times this year. I don't think he has he doesn't have the high IQ on the court like Halliburton. His IQ is not like
I'm not saying it's a negative. I'm just saying in comparison to Halliburton,
I don't
No,
think it's as high.
he is as high as
yeah,
this.
I think with him is since it's so easy for him to rely on his athleticism. It's certain things he just never kind of had to pick up. It's like when you're such a good athlete, it's like I don't need to learn plays. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna run around you and dunk on you. It's like receivers in football who's like, I don't run like routes, I just run straight faster than
We
everybody.
also have to look back at the rookie interviews. Like he wasn't even interested in basketball. Like Like, I don't want to nitpick or nothing, but those are some things you gotta take into account. Like, at the end of the day, this is days before the draft. You're like, I didn't really care for basketball that much. So how much work are you putting in the film room at the end of the day and shit like that?
That's true. As a young player, I'll give him a little leverage, a little leeway. But I will say his shooting numbers are not good this season. He's shooting 39% from the field, 30% from three. He's shooting 77% from the free throw line. That's not bad. But those shooting numbers are not very good. He needs to raise those.
I'll give him
Rookie year.
For the
RJ
first
had
2 years.
RJ had similar shooting numbers last
Yeah.
year.
They're
But
gonna be-
I would say in his most recent games he was good. He had 27 against Houston, 23 against Brooklyn, 24 against us. And in all those games they were pretty competitive. They beat us last night. And
He has an on and off switch too,
Yeah.
which a lot of young players don't have, which
But-
is kind of rare.
it's rare, but it's not always a bonus when you're young.
It's not.
You need to just be on. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to like be on every night.
Like I seen it. Well, two of the 3 games I watched was the Knicks game and the game against the Nets. In the fourth quarter, that's when he just turned it on.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I'm not losing this.
He woke up second half with a
Yeah.
lot more energy. I agree with you. But so me personally, I think LaMelo's still gonna win it. But if someone else was gonna win it, I would lean towards Anthony Edwards. Just because I said his game has the most like chances for like huge moments. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up and someone said, he scored 50 last night. I'm like, nah, I'm not surprised. That's crazy, but I wouldn't be surprised that he scored 50. There's no other rookie this season that wouldn't be like that I wouldn't be surprised scored 50.
I'll be surprised.
Because he's gonna take the shots.
He's gonna take
They're
it.
gonna do
Man.
them shit.
He's gonna take them shits. You know,
I'll be surprised.
he's unconscious. That kid does not. He ain't never seen a shot he ain't like. But
I'll go with Halliburton.
Halliburton.
That's the Brogdon of this draft.
So 2 for Halliburton, 1 for Edwards.
Yeah, I'm going with